This is my first time here to make speech in front of the great community here, leading the edge technologies of web. The topic right now is I'm talking about a source of Web 3.0 dealing with the world, like factors AI, 6G, and some kind of cyber justice. Maybe some ideas is not same with you guys. So let's start from the motivators. Privacy protection is very important, but not so strong enough for decentralization. The strongest motivation is from artificial intelligence. That's my idea right now. Let's go forward for the four aspects. First one is AI replace people, AI cheat people, AI enhance people, and AI destroy people. So for the first one, AI replace people, we will trigger the economy of innovation. It's a great one. I will explain later. AI cheat people will trigger the economy of trust. And then AI enhance people is economy of Web 3.0. That's the reason why I will explain later. And also AI destroy people. I will leave the topic to the Hollywood. No, I'm not talking today. First, the logic behind that is that we figure out what's the jobs that are very easily to be replaced by AI. They have two features. One is that millions of people working on this one kind of job. And the second feature is that the competence, skills required of this job is highly consistent. So why? Because when AI companies going inside this replacement, what they do is step one, getting data. That's very easy because very many people working on that. You got historic data to train the models. The first step is going to, train models. That's easy because the competence are very consistent. So that's very easy for AI to, be better than human beings. And third step is to replace. The target for replace is millions or tens of millions of people over there that make is the economy of scale that is very beneficial. And the AI company has 100 different ways to monetize this capability. That's a very perfect commercial cycle for the AI companies. And if you figure out which kind of jobs is going to be replaced, we cover a very long list. You can see worker, securities, taxi driver, clerk, salesman, maintenance, even programmers, everybody, billions of people working on these jobs. We can see on our eyes to see that AI will replace step by step of these jobs. It's we can see even depending on the existing AI capability. So, how to survive? Survival is always the strongest motivation for people to do anything, right? So in this case, I give you Sherlock Holmes. This is a new type of jobs that can avoid to be replaced by AI. Sherlock Holmes did three things. First one, he created a new job, never exist in his age, that called the private detective. Secondly, he becomes the first one to work on this job, maybe only one in his age. And third thing he did is that he's much better than the professional policeman, like in Scotland Yard. That's these three features: creative, unique, and outstanding. In the future, if people create this kind of job massively, this kind of job cannot be replaced by AI anymore because there is no historical data to train. The new data is very few because people is very few on this job. And most importantly, going to the replacement stage, there is no economy of scale. If an AI company invest on that model, they will lose money. They will, minus money. There's no earning. Okay, so the cycle of the commercial is not completed. So the second thing is cheating. We have many kinds of cheating ways between human beings. Now we add internet and artificial intelligence because bad guys will use AI tools without limitation, right? So in this case, especially in massive people losing their jobs, some of them will go into the crime channel to do cheating or all kinds of crimes over the cyberspace. So in this case, this is AI-enhanced cyber cheating or criming is a serious threat to everyone, and we're going to have a new style of job that is the Watson style job, Dr. Watson, the assistant of Sherlock Holmes. And this guy has three features as well. First one, trustworthy. Second one, reliable. And third one, professional. Okay. Dr. Watson is not unique. We have millions of doctors out there. But Sherlock Holmes will never replace Watson because he trusts him. Right? Trust is a scarce resource in our age. So this will trigger another economy of trust over there. Because when we talk about trust, it's only between people and people. It's not, we can rely on machine, but we cannot trust the machine because machine cannot be responsible for anything. We cannot put the machine into prison in 20 years, that means nothing, right? There is no restriction for that one. Okay, enhancing people. Please remember one thing, that the primary principle for people to survive in the AI age is to keep uniqueness all the time. If you don't, it's only have a common competence, it's very easy to be replaced. So AI enhancing people, the directions go to enhance the uniqueness, not the common competence. That means all AI agents should be personalized. What DeepSeek is doing that is to make AI verification. And now the next step will be AI personalization. Okay, you can have AI Einstein, AI Edison, AI Michelangelo, AI Zhang Sanfeng, who can teach you the Kung Fu. Everybody become a Kung Fu master. It's a lot of these kinds of digital avatar, personal search engine, social network, wallet, or maybe in the future, in the web, there is no browsers or no search engines exist. We have a very powerful, much powerful AI agent personally for yourself to make sure you can deal with the world. Okay, in this case, Holmes-style jobs represent the economy of innovation. Watson-style jobs represent the economy of trust. And also, the personal online data achieves economy of Web 3.0 because if you have a very personalized AI agent or large model that can represent you or your preference or integrate in there, you will never allow that agent be hijacked or counted by somebody else. It's going to be a disaster. It's not acceptable at all. So this is a huge motivation for requirements for Web 3.0 to protect all the personal data, including the personal AI agent inside your POD. So this is a major motivator that explains why AI is so important for decentralization. Now, we come back to another factor that the big things coming is 6G from the mobile networks. Now, we can see right now the pain point of Web 3.0 is, okay, the need to penetration rate. People, as more as people to use it, that's very important. And also, when you're only dealing with inside the cyber space, it's easy, but if you're dealing with the physical or the real world, that is difficult, right? You need to connect with the physical world, the real world. So the ubiquitous usage of Web 3.0 is next wave requirements. And for on the other side, for 6G, that pain point, we all know that they don't have a very high ARPU. Actually, I'm a radio guy working in the mobile network for more than 20 years. I know the history. 5G actually is failed. 4G is successful, but 5G is failed because they don't have clarifications. Now, everybody's doubting, do we need a 6G at all? Maybe not. So because people are not willing to pay because if you look at the page of the 6G, you can see that it's very complex, very high-tech things that you need billions of US dollars or even trillions of them to build a new network. That's very expensive. So who is going to pay for that? If there is no income, no traffic inside, it's totally useless. So these both Web 3.0 and 6G have pain point for deployment. So why not these two things work together? So we look at this one. I have a thinking that maybe 6G can be the entrance and anchor of the Web 3.0, especially dealing not only between the cyberspaces, but also dealing with the cyberspaces with real spaces. For example, a DID controller can put the port and the AI agent personal data into a smartphone as a Web 3.0 entrance, and a TE, a trusted execution environment, as a Web 3.0 anchor. So this is the best protection for the private keys over there. And they can deal with the port at large, the cloud, the drone, robots, or AV, or machines everywhere, or dealing with the third-party applications, and of course, dealing with the VDR of DID. So this could be a perfect combination of these both sides, both industry. Now, just think about the SAR issue. If you, through the data space, the cyberspace to the real world, the SAR is very important. For example, if you just imagine you have AI Einstein. Okay, you send a message to AI Einstein to say, I have a research direction. Please do some experiment for me. So AI Einstein will control the robots in the laboratories and to do all the experiments you want and collect the raw data and to do some analysis of the principle behind that, the PDs, new PDs comes out, and come back to you, and computing inside the public cloud and come back to you. So draft the papers and the raw data, all these things together to make sure. Sometimes you need a 3D expression of the everything because they're very difficult to understand. The computer can make you very easy to understand what's your workout, the AI Einstein workout. Everywhere need the 6G features to make sure this can be done in the right way. Okay. So this is 6G as a Web 3.0 enabler. And now we can have this combination. Why not our W3C to shake hand with 3GPP or GSMA or the organization over there, like to make sure smartphone to help Web 3.0 to become the penetration rate become more than 100%. Right now, the smartphone penetration rate is already over 100% because some people have more than one smartphone. Okay, and ubiquitous usage. This is good for the web and also for the 6G. Web 3.0 is becoming the killer application of 6G, and the operators will never worry about where the income from, where the traffic will come from. Okay, this is the win-win solution. My suggestion is that maybe W3C can think about to build connections, relationships with these TMF or ITOR, GSMA, 3GPP all together. Next month, I will visit the TMF to talk about this thinking. Okay, talk with the president of TMF, that they are doing something that's so-called autonomous network. That means there is no need to using artificial intelligence, no need to do maintenance OPEX over there. And they also maybe need to think about the requirements of from the website, the internet side. Now, let's back to the higher level. What is decentralization? Decentralized from what? First one, centralized control of use of your personal data and privacy, of course, right? We dislike that. And the centralized deposit and the value of your money, like quantitative easing from the Federal Reserve, that is, systematic robbery of your money. And now we got a Trump tariff. It's more serious. This is bad. Okay, we agree with that. And the centralized monitoring and snoop of the intelligent assets, that's not acceptable at all. Okay. And the centralized exploitation of limited salary jobs, I think most of people suffering on that. Even right now, we are still suffering. So, but is that centralized the law enforcement and the regulation against the crimes? I don't think so. Because every individual is weak against the crimes. We still need a government or policeman to help us. Anyway, so that means decentralization doesn't equal to anonymous and archiving. Now, let's back to the a little bit of technical details of the specifications of WCC. That the DID plus verifiable credential, that can build a system that balance between privacy protection and regulation. So we have like a person, you have a natural, as a natural person, the digital twin in the subspace is DID. This is the only one ID for you. And you have a lot of social person, as a social person has a lot of roles in this society. And everybody is going to give you a VC to identify your social roles in society inside the cyberspaces, okay? So this is on the left is a personal ID combination in real world, and on the right hand you can see that the digital combination in cyber world. And depending on the specification of DID and VC, that there is a for or selective disclosure of schema, because in the cyber world, you only need to prove, that's a zero knowledge proof that I'm a reliable person, and you don't need to know all the details of mine, unless you need, for example, the system will identify you're over 18 years old and can sell the alcohol to you. You only need to prove that point, I'm over 18 years, I can do that. I don't need to expose my name, my birthday, whatever things, or there's no necessary. But right now, sometimes we need to expose almost everything. So in this case, the zero knowledge proof and the selective disclosure schema is very good balance between the privacy protection and the regulation at the same time. The trick is that, for example, as a citizen, the government give you a VC on the digital identity in the society, and only when somebody else bored that you're a criminal, you're doubted to do something wrong, and the postman can find this guy directly in the real world to make sure you cannot escape. That is the protection for the ordinary citizens, right? But if that doesn't happen, nothing will happen. It's well protected of all your data. Okay, this is, I think, WCC did a good job on the standardization of DID and VC and build this system to make sure we can balance these two things. And all above discussions are just answering how. This is a technical level, but a strategic level is we need to answer why. Why we do all things. It's not technical. In my imagination in the future, that education will be totally changed. I created a new word, it's intent-driven self-education. If you look at Sherlock Holmes have a lot of strange knowledge in his head, right? This knowledge can be learned from university. For example, very strange knowledges on the blood, and help the Sherlock Holmes can find the real criminal quickly. So that is converged all knowledge together just to achieve what he's doing on his unique job. So this kind of intent-driven self-education is very much possible in the AI age, because AI is a very powerful education tool for everybody. And the second one is just for the society, because in the real world it's a hierarchical and not equal. It's somebody have a very good power, somebody is not have no power at all. But in the trustworthy cyberspace, everybody is equal, only depending on your computer competence, nothing else. And justice of job, from personality killing company to independent innovation, because in the future, or even from now on, the not innovative jobs cannot exist. And if you're going to incent the real innovation for everybody, that means you cannot go forward the traditional way of company operation. Okay, and justice of money is very important. So just imagine if everybody don't store your money in the bank, but still in your electronic wallet. Why do we need a bank anymore? Maybe no. The whole financial system will be totally reorganized. And in this case, I don't know that financial things will become in what shape. I don't know, but it's gonna be just for money that nobody can rob your money from your pocket, right? So this is the way we are here, Web 3.0, dealing with the world. If we expanding all the thoughts right now, I think we can think about the future of the internet or web, what shape it should be. Thank you.